Hello, everyone. Once again, we are back here with another Beware the Batman discussion. And I've just got one question. Are we safe?
Good question.
Yes, Blue Dragon 5 was once again joining me. And that was the voice you just heard. Sorry, I should have introduced you first. Silly me.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know if I was safe.
Yeah.
If it was safe to do so.
Thankfully, we are safe.
Yeah, two things for this one. We got introduced to this piece of technology. What was it called again? Sorry, I'm terrible at...
It was the Ion... Ion Cortex. Ion Cortex, that's what it was.
Yeah, I knew it was something complicated. The Ion Cortex.
And it's not a nuclear reactor.
Yeah, it's not a nuclear reactor. Anyway, we got introduced to this, and we got introduced to the inventor of it, and this group of assassins the League of Assassins, wasn't it called?
Yes, the League of Assassins, if you will. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, wanted to steal it, but their first attempt failed, and then one of the guys assume he got killed off the leader, and then they introduced this monkey... Silver monkey, yeah. Introduced him. He's led in to try and take over Wayne Manor, but what do you do? Batman's out of there, so he's screwed. So he can't get back in to save everyone, but...
Essentially, they're trying to do like a Dr. Pavel at the beginning of Dark Knight Rises. They're trying to kill the creator of this thing. Well, them it was kidnapped, but eventually kill the creator of this thing.
They wanted to kidnap him because they wanted the information about it, so that they could capitalize on it.
We can presume they're going to kill him afterwards. But sorry.
Yeah, we can assume that.
Essentially, kind of like a Dr. Pavel sort of thing.
Yeah, so. That all goes down. Batman has to break back in, and I'll get to the key points of this, but this is just the overview. And of course, he goes in and cleans house. But the really interesting story was Katana and the inventor guy going on. I thought that was really cool.
Yes, I was laughing in this episode. That relationship was so funny.
Yeah, so. That was the two of their relationship was really good. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, of course, we get a hint that there was something between Silver Monkey and Katana. They were teaming up before the series started, so maybe Katana was part of this League of Assassins.
She was
anyway. Yeah, well.
No, I mean that's fact.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, okay. Well. Being not being familiar with this group beforehand, which is what I feel I bring to this, is that I don't read the comics. I like these comic book characters on screen, and that's TV and movies. So I haven't seen these guys before, so I don't know what their deal is. And of course, one thing I do like is that there's this line at the beginning where Katana's going to kill one of the these assassin guys, and Batman says, "Once you cross that line, there's no going back." And to me, that's like, there's a lot of moments in this that were like perfect Batman moments. And yeah, back to the overall arc. The thing at the end is that the Silver Monkey sort of disappears. We're consuming. It's left open, very much similar. I assume he's gotten away. And
we know they're both alive, Magpie.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot. There's the moment at the end. And there's, what is her name? Black Shiva. There's just
Lady
a voice.
Shiva.
Lady Shiva in the background.
Who is presumed to be Our Lady in Arrow.
Yeah, so interesting that they brought up two of them. Interesting. So
I did some digging for this episode, Magpie.
You did some digging?
Yeah, digging. I found
What did you unearth? Did you unearth a coffin?
No, not that kind of digging, silly. But I found out a few things. For one, the doctor, Jason Burr, our or Pavel.
Yeah, I liked him in this episode. I really did. I liked him in this episode. I liked how, like, wouldn't you want to flirt with Katana? Wouldn't you?
Yes, now I would, because I'll tell you this, Magpie. This episode really is really solidifying this with me. Each episode, I was kind of worried about Katana. I know her from The Outsiders and Batman U. I know her from Brave and the Bold, mostly, when she was in that. But, thing is, I was kind of worried how I was going to like this character, and so far, with each episode, I'm liking her more and more, and this one is just, oh, man, she's awesome, and like how Batman's kind of mentoring her, even though she doesn't want it, with that killing scene you mentioned. And here, also, Dr. Jason Burr, he's voiced by Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of voices, real quick, last time, I mentioned Dallas. His voice actor wasn't Cyborg from Teen Titans. Sorry, just real brief detour, but back to the main thing. Yeah. Dr. Jason Burr, he turns into a bad guy in the comics, so I don't know if they're going to do that with him or not, but
it would be interesting. But I wouldn't rush to it. I mean, maybe they just needed a science guy, and they were like, "Oh, this guy's cool, so let's bring him in." And
well, they've done this with other characters in the show already. I mean, like with Michael Holt, he becomes a superhero. He was the African American billionaire that was saved in the first episode.
Yeah, so maybe they're laying. I'm hoping they're laying some groundwork so they can do more later on.
Well, keep in mind,
I'm not sure how many episodes we're getting this first season. So
we get 13.
13's good. No, 13's a good number, but
and keep in mind, Magpie, we have characters like Simon Stagg, and in episodes to come, a character who ties in to Simon Stagg will be appearing.
Okay.
And it also ties in, like, it's a member of a team with Katana on it. So I'm not saying it's going to be verbatim that. I'm saying that some of these characters are becoming their counterparts. So I don't know about Jason Burr. I mean, he was fine for what his role was in this. So I don't know in the future if he's going to become Cobra. He's a terrorist leader called Cobra in the comics. That's what he becomes.
Is he Cobra Commander?
No, it's like Cobra with a K.
Oh, so he's Cobra.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if DC knew about G.I. I don't know if it was before G.I. Joe or not, but I think it's just a sad coincidence, really.
Yeah. But yeah, I gotta say, I liked this episode a hell of a lot more than I liked the last one. This could have been really dark, but it worked out really good. I liked the minute that Batman got back in to this, because he did the whole thing with the bike again, which was really cool, where he flew over, had to dive back in. The minute he got inside, he's like, I need a new security system.
Oh, yeah.
Because he got in, so he's like, well, if I can get in, someone else might be able to get in, so I got to update this so that won't happen.
Exactly. It's him even in the moments of where his failure comes in handy, where there's the minute thing, like he needed that way to get in, otherwise he'd be screwed. Even then, he's still beating himself up, saying, this isn't right, this isn't perfect, I need to refine this. Kind of Bruce Wayne's kind of arc with this series so far is kind of becoming a better Batman.
Yeah,
it's kind of what his.
I still say, I think he's just hit I think he's past a year now. I'm starting to think maybe gone 2 years being Batman.
Again, I'm saying 2 to 3 years, but I'll will it down to 2 if I really have to.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of conflicting statements what their outset was, but I don't know how much to value that really, but.
Yeah, like, there's elements that make me think, he's still early days, and there's others that make me think, maybe he's not so early days. And this was one of the ones that made me think, well, maybe he's been around a little bit longer than I thought. I don't see him, like, he's still, like, he's still making little mistakes, so maybe at the most it's 3, but I would say in between 2 and 3.
But, a few things. Again, we mentioned that we have Lady Shiva and the League of Assassins. Now, Magpie, if you're not aware, the League of Assassins is Ra's al Ghul's organization. So basically, they're the League of Shadows from the movies.
Okay, so they're not. This is like
It's the same organization, basically. They renamed it in Begin, so Bruce Wayne wouldn't join a league called the League of Assassins because he doesn't like to kill. It's called League of Shadows.
Yeah, okay, so that's interesting.
And it's an organization with a few surnames. Like it's changed over the year in the comics. Like it's Society of Shadows, which is in Batman animated series. Again, trying not to say assassins, but in Arkham City, it's League of Assassins. So that's really what it is. Just go with that, essentially. And they can say it now on this thing. So I'm glad they're working that in there. So Lady Shiva, I think she might be a stepping stone, and we are confirmed to have. He's our only notable villain in this series, so he's not coming up immediately. I don't know when he's going to appear in this series, but I like how they're seeding that in here so far.
Lady Shiva?
No, I mean Ra's al Ghul.
So
he's
maybe...
our confirmed guy. He's our confirmed known guy.
Okay, well, that's interesting.
And they
I wonder
have
if
the
they're
organization in here, and Lady Shiva is a known associate of Ra's al Ghul, so...
Okay, well, that's interesting.
I like that.
Yeah, like I said, this one a lot better than the last. And
you know who I thought Silver Monkey was when I saw his image in like the posters?
Who was he?
I thought he was one of the gangsters in Gotham. I thought he was Gorilla Boss because the monkey mask.
Yeah. Oh, I could say it.
I could only see the face on the picture, so I just assumed, oh, hey, look, Gorilla Boss. He's a no name in the comics, so yeah, let's put him in there. Yeah, still this works. So like, this interesting thing. I mentioned last episode about the sword, the green sword.
Yes, and it did come up, but it did come up, but I was expecting a bigger deal with that. But
well, do you know what it's supposed to do?
Well, suck the soul out of someone.
Well, yeah, basically. So basically, when she would kill somebody, or if someone gets killed with that sword, she can communicate with their souls in the afterlife. I don't know if that's what they're going to do. That's in the comics. I'm just saying that's what it does.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're bringing magic into this in a way.
Well, we don't know for sure. That's just the name of the sword, so we have to see what kind of world we're in. Because keep in mind, we have a Ra's al Ghul with... we are going to have Ra's al Ghul in this series, and we don't know if they're going to use Lazarus or not. They probably will, but...
Oh, I would.
The animation, it's an easier thing to do, the Lazarus bit. But we'll see what kind of magic they're going to include in this series as time progresses, because we are kind of going into the Bruce Wayne training of it all, and Katana was a member of the League of Assassins.
Yeah, my thoughts on this are, well... Seeing as she's in the intro quite a bit, I'm hoping that she doesn't go dark too soon.
What do you mean dark?
I mean turn bad.
Oh no, she's not. You know what? Well, you really want me to kind of tell you? And
I know, I'm not. I'm just saying. There's something about this. The thing is, I really wouldn't mind seeing Robin come into this a bit later. Not right away. I like, assuming we're getting 13 episodes, and hopefully we get even more next season, probably at the end of season 2 we get Robin. I could see her leaving in some way. And I thought the best way would be her turning evil, but if she doesn't, if she goes off and forms her own crew, and we get it like a spin-off series with her, that'd be cool.
I don't really see any seeds of her turning evil.
You don't?
I don't.
I don't either right now. But I'm thinking if you wanna, if she doesn't get if we don't get an Outsiders spin-off, because I was doing some research into her as well. I was like, Outsiders. So let's just leave it out there. I don't know.
Well, yeah, out there. But then if she doesn't turn into a bad guy.
Yeah, well, maybe someone that Batman isn't necessarily hanging out with.
Well, fair enough. I'm pretty sure they're seeing her in to be.
Because I really want another golden age of DC animation.
I'll tell you this, I showed someone the show, just before the Batman show recently, and really the animation just turned them off completely to the show.
I can see that, because computer animation is not for everyone. But I just really, my thing is, I really want another,
You want another Batman the Animated Series?
Yeah, and I want to see characters that we haven't. And this is what I'm liking about this show. We're not seeing the Jokers. We're not seeing the Penguins. We're not even seeing Scarecrows. And Scarecrow wasn't in any of the Burton films. And I'm actually kind of surprised that like I think Tim Burton could have done a really good Scarecrow. So we're not getting those guys. We're getting people that we haven't seen before. There's numerous people I'm surprised that we haven't gotten yet. Well, like everyone that's come up, I'm like, I don't know who they are, and this is like the first time I'm seeing them. So maybe I like the idea of this is that we're spotlighting characters that we're not seeing before. So and bringing Raish in, like he didn't come into Batman the Animated Series until like
the third season.
Yeah, the third season. I was going to say third. I wasn't 100% sure, but. Yeah, so, and he's like, was in Begins, and like, yeah, so bringing in Raish is probably alright, because he's not that well exposed, like, I don't think he was like in like, the first act of Begins, and like, really the last, so, we kind of got his deal in that, and we've got it in some of the animated stuff recently, so, yeah. Really interesting. I wouldn't mind this. And
do you think Burr maybe came across as a little annoying? Like the guy who just didn't give up. I'm not saying he was. I'm just questioning him, kind of playing devil's advocate, asking.
He could, to play difficult, I can see how he could annoy people, but I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I'll admit, like, I think if there was like one more scene of it might have gotten a little tiresome, but I'll kind of say this.
It was really funny. It was like over the top at the end. I'm like, okay, fair enough.
I'll admit it was funny. I liked it, but you know, I kind of, to get invested in him as a character, I would have liked to see him a little more serious, just a little bit like hitting on Katana.
If I'm bringing him back, if I were bringing him back, I'd dial it back a bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind that he's hitting on Katana because I think it's hilarious. I just think, you know, like, show this guy as just kind of flesh this guy out as a character, make him a little serious. Because the guy did create an energy source.
Yeah, what I wouldn't mind seeing next is just a scene of them in the next episode or a few episodes down the line, of them on a date. Not like a full-blown episode, just like a scene where they're like, they're on a date together, because I think that would be funny.
Magpie, I wouldn't mind that, but the only problem is I don't think Katana... I think Katana would rather face the League of Assassins again than date that guy.
I'm not sure. I think she was kind of coming around to him.
The only thing she did was smirk at him once. She was coming around, but then she was just...
Smirked at him twice, actually. I've seen it twice. I see her agreeing to go on one date with him.
Okay, I'll admit, I would love to see that scene. It's not going to be in the next... Actually, you know, I forget what I said. I don't know what they're doing with Burr's character, when they're bringing him back. Or
like, not a major plot point, just like... like at the beginning, like an opening scene to the episode, like they're on a date and she has to go, gets called away or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I wonder if Talia is going to appear in this series at all.
Yeah.
I saw an image of a girl who, for a second, I thought was Talia, but then in this episode they said Shiva, so looking at it again, it does look a lot like Shiva. In comparison, because they look a little similar, so it's just a little more theatrical in the dress. So it could be Talia, but really fits Shiva a little more. So I'm saying, I have no confirmation. I'm saying I think that Shiva...
Is Shiva an older woman or a younger woman?
A young woman, yeah, same age as Bruce. Yeah.
Now, I know they wouldn't do this in a million years, but what like, it might work for a movie if you're gonna do that, the two of them again. Have the Lady Shiva and Talia be a lesbian couple.
Really?
Yeah, really. I don't know anything about either. Like, Talia, awesome, and like that. But
well, the main gripe with that is that she has a relationship with Bruce. Well, I mean, she has to have a relationship with Bruce.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, I mean, that's their main dynamic. It's really what she's famous.
If you were going to do a team-up movie with them. Yeah.
I don't mind teaming them up. It's just, I think that's a little, like, going out of bounds for what the characters are. But I don't know. I don't know if it could work. I wouldn't do it myself, but that's just me.
You wouldn't do it yourself. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, I like the again the rapport those two have, and again I love Katana. Like, he just starts out like he hugs her and says, "Oh, thank you so much." It's just that polar opposite of Katana. Just like they're so happy for being alive.
Yeah.
It's just so it cracks me up.
I thought it was cool.
You know, there's another fun rapport that I'm starting to notice rewatching these.
What?
Batman and the Batcomputer.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember, it's not Alfred, but it's voiced by the same actor for the computer.
Okay.
I just like how the computer's like has this sort of personality built into it. And usually the computer is like the fact checker, you know. He's like just saying, okay, this is happening. It's saying like, you do realize this is happening, right? You realize you're going into a methane factory. He says, there's no way to do this. You know, wish me luck. That sort of stuff. I like that. Now I know this is happening. Thanks. I kind of like this rapport he has with the computer, and I think it's fun.
Yeah,
but again,
me too.
I love that killing scene at the beginning because they are addressing something that it's in Batman the Animated Series, just subtle because of the time. I like how we're kind of in an age where we can kind of address it more in the forefront.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see this show more of a teen cartoon than a kiddie cartoon.
Yeah, I also like that in the opening, I like how we are focusing more on Katana as a character. You know, like there's that moment where Bruce Wayne's giving his speech as the public percent, but Katana's still, you know, being his bodyguard behind the curtain watching Bruce Wayne give this speech. I kind of like her. It's hinting at her, you know, because eventually she's going to work with Batman in costume. So it's going to be a long road. I'm curious when they're going to pull off. I'm curious when they're going to pull it out because it's 13 episodes, and in the poster you see her, she's in the costume. We don't know when that's going to happen. So
I'm not in a rush to see it.
I'm not in a rush either. I'm just like, you have to fit in a lot of character progression. So far, they're doing a really nice job of it because she has to come around because she doesn't like Batman. Vigilante. You can tell that in this episode. Again, she's like shrugging off his advice, saying, "You're lecturing me now on killing." Not that she's like saying you've killed anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Point is, I like how she's slowly coming around. That's the best scene in this episode where Batman stops her from killing the guy, and then she's kind of regretting it. Later on, when she regrets it, I should have killed him. He says, "You'll learn."
Yeah,
it was a good scene. Good scene.
Yeah, I want to get onto Silver Monkey for a bit.
Oh, sure.
What'd you think about him?
Silver Monkey. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I believe he is a creation for the series, but I could be wrong. Because you got guys like Bronze Tiger, so I think he might be in relation to him somehow, like another ninja assassin of the same order, maybe. I could be
interesting.
I could be wrong. It's like trained, but there are many interpretations. Like in not Beware the Batman. That's what we're talking about now. In Batman Brave and the Bold, you saw Bruce training with Bronze Tiger in the same temple, and they would don animal titles, and you had like Fox, Vulture, and Shark, and one of them, Bruce, was just a bat. And basically, they came from the same order. That's where they got their names, kind of. And in this, the name sounds like it could be maybe these guys work together if they are bringing Bronze Tiger, because I'm not sure if they're even bringing him in. I liked him, and I like how he notices Katana. We have to keep in mind, Katana faked her death to get out of that league, so she really, this is going to come back. This whole, her fighting this guy is going to come back to bite her, and she really wishes she killed that one guy.
Yeah.
Wish she killed Silver Monkey, I mean.
Yes, I'm sure she will regret it, but...
See that drift in ideology.
Yeah, like I said, I just I really hope this goes for quite a while. We get some spin-offs from it and some stuff, because I'd really like to see her lead the show and develop her own thing later on. I'm I don't see it necessarily happening on this show all the way. I don't see her going really past second season, unless they do something really big, because to me, this seems like a character that really needs like her own show to really develop. Like, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying it.
Well, she has a real big fan following.
Yeah. Yeah, I just really would like to see a spin-off. And like, I'd also like at the end of the, I saw that Teen Titans Go is sort of taking, is on, but I haven't really watched any of that, so let's not talk about that. But overall, I think this is a good episode, way better than the last one. And
let me inquire this, Magpie. What did you think of the third act set piece of getting into the manor and the whole thing of the episode's safe? So he's trying to protect this guy and put him into a safe house room.
It was okay. It was really good. Like I said, it was really good. I really liked the third act of this.
And a
lot more than a lot. Yeah, it was all good. It was really good. And that bit at the end, like. So much this I really liked. Like, I liked how Silver Monkey kicked the bomb off the door and onto the wall, and then used that to escape. That was really cool.
That was cool, and that motorcycle chase is also cool with the League of Assassins.
Yeah, but that to me that was really standard Batman / James Bond stuff, like the punching the tires.
Yeah, the caltrops, using the caltrops to puncture the tires.
Yeah, that was really, all really good stuff. And I know to me it was standard Batman, James Bond stuff.
I remember they kind of visually show that she is starting to come around on Batman.
And I think they're kind of trying.
When she helps him up.
Yeah, I think they're hinting slightly that she knows who it is. Like, I got this sense that maybe she's like, you're Bruce. I'm not 100% sure, but there's something about me.
I doubt it, but could be true. We'll see. Also, I love Bruce Wayne's ploy at the beginning of it. Mary's in the tuxedo saying "hot date." What about him? He's not my type. I think it's kind of Bruce. Like, that would be nice for setup for your idea about those two being on a date. Like, if Bruce Wayne somehow set up just to get her out of his hair. That she goes on a date with this guy. Could be funny, but as much as I'd like to see that scene, I don't think it's going to come to fruition. But I could.
Don't deny me. I want to see that like 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. A minute. Seeing that. That'd be worth it. I'd be like, yes.
The only thing I could genuinely see them doing, like for sure, is that he does that trying to get out of there. Trying to, get rid of her, and she's basically got a coffee shop or something with the guy. It's like, so you like jazz? I'm sorry, just the sigh, like not an actual date relationship. It's just like, what I'm expecting from her.
I want to see it. I don't care. I want to see it.
Oh, one last thing. What did you think of the guards that Bruce hired to protect this guy along with Katana?
Oh, he's not going to hire them again.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Why can't there be more? Like, those guys didn't even put up a fight. They were literally just like injected with the sleeping darts.
Yeah.
And Alfred would have put more of a fight, and he's only got one leg right now.
Yeah.
Good leg to use. Yeah.
Yeah. He's not, like I said, he's not going to hire them again.
I will say this: Silver Monkey's ploy with the flesh mask was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sorry, any more final thoughts from you on this before
final thoughts. This is a great episode. I like the structure of it. I know I said last time we didn't get to see much of the villain. This time I think we didn't need to as much because it was like it was more about protecting the guy than it was than studying the villain. And I think we got enough to know. Okay, these guys want this power source for something. But we don't know what, but we know we don't want to hand this power. Whereas with Anarchy, he's just causing chaos for no apparent reason. And yeah, that's cool, but like we need to know what this. He seems like he's got long-term goals in some respect. So this one, okay, we got the sense that okay, they want to do stuff, and it's not good.
Yeah.
Like that they have long-term goals. That they want power and they want it now, sort of thing. So, and if they are who you say they are, then definitely no, we don't want that. I was wondering if they were League of Shadows or not. And, yeah,
they are basically. Yeah.
I thought they were like another version of them from somewhere else, but yeah, I would say this is definitely this is probably not maybe not as good as the Magpie episode.
Of course,
but definitely really good.
I mean, I like that one, but I hear from let's just say very. Before I get my finals, let's just say there's a really important element of that episode that's going to appear in this next episode, making this episode possibly rival that one.
Okay.
Next episode's going to have a character from that episode in it.
Okay.
But my final thoughts, just a quick wrap up. I liked it. A very solid episode. Kind of. Anarchy was a stepping stone. This was also a stepping stone for Katana's character, only a little more stronger because they went with like kind of a more simpler plot of, just you protect the target, and these guys are after this guy. It really worked to its advantage. Again, it's a Katana character study. I'm really liking her, and this series is succeeding in me liking her more. So I like her. Good.
Yeah, my one criticism is, in order to service her, we're not servicing Batman as much as we should be.
Batman's one of those characters who, even when he's not the focus, it's still good because a lot of the episodes center around his villains in the animated series.
True, but I think we...
Like Harley and Ivy, he doesn't show up until the second act, Meg. Well, he doesn't really show up until the second act.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, but with that, I'd say, well, with a name like Harley and Ivy, you knew that you weren't going to get much Batman in that episode.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I liked it. Strong episode. Katana's growing on me more and more. And, yeah, I like how we're going to delve into her past. I get the sense that we're going to delve into her past with episodes to come with the League of Assassins. And with the League of Assassins, like, we might learn if that Soul Taker sword has mystical powers or not. If we're going to see a Lazarus pit, see where Lady Shiva fits into it all. Is she working for Raish? And I'm really curious to see this. I'm pretty sure Raish's plan is going to involve that ion cortex, because it's basically global energy. It might be a little bit like Rise, is harnessing this power when it's not nuclear. So we'll see where that goes. And again, next episode, a familiar face from the Magpie episode, Secrets. Should be really good. I'm excited for it, Magpie. I don't want to give anything away. I'm just going to say I'm really excited for this next one.
Okay.
So remember, folks, anything else to add, Magpie?
Yeah, we just gotta beware the Batman.
Beware the Batman, folks.
Beware the Batman.